This one is deeply grateful. Many walking ones are scary. Many walking ones utter many lies and much deception. But this one is moved. Let all these ones be friends forever.
This was you doing this character, right?
I think
Or you want me to do
so.
it?
This one has been expecting walking one. This one fetches elder one.
This one is pleased to see walking one again. Welcome to the house of these ones.
Ah, there you are, then. We have just been hearing tell of your deeds of daring do. Very well done.
Ah, the walking ones who aided anorexia. This one is grateful.
Pleasure to have been of service. If you do not mind my asking, how did your misadventure come about?
This one does not mind. The misadventures, as walking one calls them, of this one began when Imperial ones entered the wood. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial ones closely. But these ones watched too closely. Imperial ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Not having nowhere else to hide, these ones fled into Totarak. Would that this one not have? And Totarak, a sinister one robed in black, tried to feed this one to a many-legged one. A sinister one robed in black? Why do I have the feeling I should be more worried about that than I am?
Elder Frixio, we come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the words of the Elder Seedseer.
This one sees. So walking ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Reborn. Too late.
Plainly put, yes. Your people summoned the Lord of Levin but one. Yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm.
But it's not as if the Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends, and they don't want to see anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seedseer wrote to you. This one knows and respects Horned One Kanisena. Be assured, like walking ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Rameau to protect the wood from Imperial ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against these ones' wishes, Lord Rameau was summoned, and all those ones who took part became touched ones. These ones want so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how, and still do not know. Touched ones, meanwhile, wanted to return these ones and turn these ones into touched ones, and did know how. So this one fled to Little Solace, with all those who did not wish to be bound to Lord Rameau. But as walking ones to Gridania, need not fear touched ones or Remo. Unlike other primals, Lord Remu is not callous and cruel. So long as touched ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral homeland, where touched ones reside, walking ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of touched ones. This one would speak instead of these ones. As this one said, these ones desire peace with walking ones of Gridania, and these ones ask for a chance to set things right.
By way of an addendum, mortals who are tempered come to take on the qualities embodied by the primal in question. In the case of the Sylphs, Ramu's influence has made them fiercely protective of their homeland.
That explains why they're so hostile towards trespassers. But what about the abductions?
A fine question, Ida. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered Sylph's desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Ramu. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back into the fold, a timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Frixio, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the Sylphs are united in the desire for peace.
Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to Horned One Kanisena.
And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Ramu to rest.
That self-elder's very reasonable, I must say. You could learn a lot from him.
Was that a jibe? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her in the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable.
Anyway, we're going back to the Wicking Sands and tell Minphilia all about it.
Fear not. We will be sure to mention the instrumental part you played in all of this. And while we see to that, we should appreciate it if you would deliver Frixio's missive to the Adder's Nest. Elder Frixio, we humbly thank you for your time. It has been an honor.
The honor is this one's. Together, let the walking ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. Please wait, walking one Karakara. This one has yet to give walking one a token of this one's appreciation. When these ones summoned Lord Rameau, these ones were gifted with this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon walking one as a symbol of these one's trust. And she passes out. The crystal's on fire! The crystal's on fire!
Don't we need a pipe for this crystal?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this crystal is illegal in the following states, all 50 of them.
You're goddamn right.
This one was not mistaken about Walking One. Walking One ate it. Walking One is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light from within Walking One enveloped the crystal this one saw. Mark this one well. The crystal will one day be of use to Walking One. Walking One must keep the crystal safe at all times. No more smashing and snorting.
Before Walking One returns to Gridania, this one would ask Walking One to watch Touched Ones. So long as Touched Ones are not troubled, Touched Ones will not make trouble. If Walking One witness Touched Ones making no trouble, mayhap Walking One can testify to Walking Ones in Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homeland is fraught with danger. This one marks down safe place to look out for Touched Ones. Imagine DSP. Oh my god.
Oh, the game doesn't explain anything.
DSP gets her and stands there and then
Yeah. Oh, as always, the game doesn't explain anything.
It's a puzzle.
It's a puzzle.
There are tempered sylphs in the distance. You do not sense that they pose any danger if left alone. Wasale Helio. I don't remember who was voice acting this guy.
I think it was you, but if you want, I can take over.
I got it. If it isn't Fen, how went your meeting with the sylphs? A missive from the Sylph Elder himself? Well, if I may. So the Sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Ramu. And so long as we leave the Tempered Ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. The Elder Seedseer will be overjoyed to hear that the Sylphs have welcomed our overtures, and in the knowledge that they bear us no ill will. We may channel our resources towards tackling the more conspicuous threats to our security. You have done this nation a great service, my friend. On behalf of Gridanians, I give you my thanks. Last one before part 3.
All right.
The Sylphic folk have long been friends to Gridania, and the mere thought of being at war with them pained the Elder Seedseer to no end. But owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Once again, I thank you. Had the Scions of the Seventh Dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may well have led us into needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Menphilia.
Hello? Hello? Oh, hello, hello? Oh, hello? Oh, hello? Kara, can you hear me? This is I, Menphilia. Yida and Papalimo returned some little while ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with the tale of your exploits. Thanks in large part to you, the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done! Yet the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray return to the waking sands at your earliest convenience. I would appraise you of the present situation in person.
The Chocobo's just like, what is going on?
Well, if it isn't my favorite adventurer! Welcome back, Karakara. Lady Minfilia awaits you within the solar. Please enter at your leisure.
Monsieur Katz is currently going insane.
Monsieur David. I believe you're
Is this one voice acted or not?
9.
Okay. Do you want to do Alphino or me?
I'll do.
Go for it.
I am given to understand that the nature of Ramu has finally been resolved. You can do Minfilia. Oh no, I'll do her too. I fear resolved bespeaks a permanence we cannot rightly claim. Yet I am well satisfied that the Lord of Levin will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Ah, your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? Well enough. Thancred is sparing no effort. Though many of us, just as you suspected, there are many and one just as you suspected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. I see. I have been meaning to ask, but Elise quite well? I feel as if I had scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't, and nor have I, alas. Elise has chosen to walk her own path, stubborn girl. But you may be assured that our destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust that the Baldesion report will serve you well. I take it we can proceed as discussed. Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act. Nice hat. Medfit, it is good to see you again, Karakara. Just no expression on her face. I've been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the 12th Wood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud.
With that, we can strike remove from the list.
So who's next? The Sahagin and Leviathan?
The Lord of the Well has not answered his minion's call as of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While the Sahagin remain as aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices. For the time, at least. For the time bears repeating. We can ill afford to fall complacent. As it is as Yeshtola says, unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when next a Primo will return to plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows.
Any word on Titan?
The Maelstrom keeps the kobolds in a constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long. You may depend upon it. Indeed. So then, of all the known primals that have been active in recent times, we're left with,
Gridania! Wait, I meant Garuda. Who is the primal of the Lixil who lived near Gridania? That's what I meant. So many qualms to cover. Why would there be... Would that... There were a more efficient way to conduct our surveys. Still, were he still with us, we should not long have waited for a more practical solution.
You're not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief?
But one short step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the 12 Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the Sylphs, under the sage guidance of the Seed Seers. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You have earned it. Is there something else, Karakara? Beg pardon? A man named Lahabrea, sporting a red mask and robed in black? Oh, preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Asians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities and investigate this Lahabrea. Learn all we can of him and his designs. I dread to this. Tataru! A sylph? In Thanalan?
At long last, this one finds walking one, Fen. This one is most dependable of these ones. Is sent by Elder One Frixio to help these ones. This one is called Neuraxia. This one comes as friend. Let these ones be friends. But pleasure to meet you, Neuraxia. Yes, Tataru is ready to express her fright, is as ready to express her fright as she is to express anything else. Not all of us are forged of the same steel as you, I'm afraid. But it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to no end to see ours continues to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite, Fen, drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Asians' presence, but that they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. I'm afraid there's no rest for the weary, Fen. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Asian known as Lahabrea. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound dealing with other primals. At present, we know little or less about the Asians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Ul'dah to inquire further. How you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Fen.
Average size man feet.
Pumpkins.
Yeah, it's from the Halloween event.
I know.
He's like, I know, Finn. You don't have to tell me these things.
No, it's for
Silly one.
I'm a
Thanksgiving
big boy
event.
now. I can figure them out for myself.
It's the Thanksgiving event.
Yeah. From the Easter event. You know, I'm reminded of this sci-fi movie I saw a long time ago. It wasn't on the Sci-Fi Channel. It was just a random space movie. And so, like, I think they're docking with somebody, and someone says something to the effect of, If they crash into us, our ship will explode and we'll all die. The commander looks over at him and says, "Oh man, I don't know what I would do without you here to state the complete obvious." Of course, the jack-o'-lanterns are for Halloween. Alright, car, go for it.
The masked man, you say? Ah, you are here on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yes, as we've already relayed to Lady Minfilia, there have been a sighting of this rogue near about eastern Thanalan. The Brassblade stationed at Highbridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of Ikern. Fate can be cruel, a cruel mistress. But do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hihibaru. The fellow's always starved for customers, and he'll no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. I see some girl with a pink umbrella. Oh no, that's Finn Muir.
Oh, that's just me.
Okay.
I mean, Fen is a male Vieira.